There's a reason. I want you to be safe, slip, because we are going to be up a little bit today. All righty. Yes, it is working. It's been a while. I'm also, no, that's not what I want.
Oh, I know what we need this morning. I need all this gone, right in the middle.
All this gone. Let's see. How, anything? Okay, we can do twists. Twists are good. It ended. I never, discarded. I never started it. I want to go live. There we are. Okay. So 1 week it was so if you those of you that are, I have this, it's on YouTube. Okay. So I know that Christy, if she comes in a little bit late, we'll grab her a chair. I thought somebody had told me they weren't coming this week. I wasn't sure who it was. Okay, we always start with a little bit of a, sorry, they can't see my feet. And feet are important. A little bit of pause. Pause. Oh, so we got all this going. Hold your foot still.
I thought you said
pause. Yes, I did not. Find your breath, not that it's lost, right? But I don't know, have you thought about your breathing at all yet today? Maybe one of the reasons I was a little bit late, getting here and getting set up was I rode my bike this morning and it just felt good, but I didn't have to think about my breathing as I was heading up the hill, right? But we really have this gift, this breath that we can anytime just kind of clue in. Anytime we can really create. Yeah, somebody coming?
She's coming over to the market. You said you want her on.
Thanks, guys. You're so good.
Sorry.
Yeah, I knew you did. Hey. We got you right here, babe. Right. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. So we have that opportunity. We were talking a little bit about breathing. We have the opportunity at any time to clue into that. When we do, the beauty of what happens is that all the extemporaneous, all the excess, all the other stuff can go away for a moment. And we can clue into right here, right now. And I don't know if you're this way, but sometimes I get so busy or so concerned about something and so focused, we've got to come back to here over and over again. We need to be present. Our spirit's trying to tell our bodies, when you do that, that really hurts me. Please stop. Okay.
About smoking cigarettes.
Oh, anything. We use anything to numb us. We use food. We use chocolate. I have a granddaughter. She's like, Grandma, Cadbury eggs. And I'm like, because I don't like those. But
You're
some
missing
people, no, I've tried them.
Cadbury's?
Cadbury eggs. Oh, the little ones. They don't do it. But there are other things that do it, right? So, and when we're in pain, one of the things we use, and I'm not saying that you never use ibuprofen, Tylenol, pain meds. I'm not saying that, because sometimes we need it, and it's beneficial. But is that the first thing? Or do we pause and do we say, why do I hurt? I never hurt here before. Okay, and we kind of want to really pay attention. So pause again for just a moment. Notice. Take about 3 breaths. Take an inhale, make an audible exhale. Notice what happens to the body. Inhale. You don't have to buy this. You don't have to spend any money on it. Inhale one more time. You just have to remember to use it. Beautifully done. Go ahead and blink open the eyes. So we have that at our disposal at any time. Anytime. Driving. Conflict with it. I don't know if you guys have conflicts much anymore. I really don't have a ton. Right? Busy. Got so much to do. Okay? All of those, we can come in here. And when I work from a place though where that breath is, I work more efficiently. I actually work better. So, go ahead and take your legs wide. We're going to start wide today. Hands on the thighs. Maybe it's closer to the knees. Find a little bit of movement. Shoulders back. You can totally roll through the shoulders. Ooh. Just start moving. Now, we are trying to do a hinge here, right? Not around here. So you really are trying to move the legs that way as your body comes in. Okay? Some of the best stuff we can do for our hips. It's really fabulous for the low back for us to work from this place. This is so much better. So one of the things I try to do, I don't know, yard work is starting to happen, yes? Yes, it's that time of year, okay? At first, when we start yard work, anybody's low backs? Oh, yeah. So, let me make a suggestion. Get a stool. If you're weedy, sit on it and work from here, right? Finding movement here. What it does, take a look at the low back. Okay, the minute I'm here, my low back isn't getting the strain. It just isn't. Does your low back hurt when you're here, leaning forward? No. Did the inner thighs kind of feel like, yeah. Okay, so we're using these bigger muscles to support this back. One of the things we tend to do is this. And we weave like this. This is taking all those little tiny muscles, right? So can you bend? Can you find a bigger stance? Can you get down here so that you are hinging more at the hip? You'll still work your back. So that's kind of where I want to go today, okay? We love the stretching on the hamstrings. Go ahead and come back up. Walk your feet back in, okay? Sit up as straight as you can. Reach around, grab the back of the chair, okay? The minute you do that, the shoulders tend to do this. I love watching every one of you kind of go like this now. No. We're going to get those shoulders on the back. Go ahead and tuck your chin. Ooh, feel that in between the shoulder blades? Reach your chin up. Tuck your chin. Go ahead and reach your chin up. One more like this. Tuck your chin. Reach the chin up, and then you're going to go chin to, or ear to shoulder. Oh, bend the elbows slightly if you need a little bit of release. If you want a little bit more tension, you keep the elbows straight. Okay, the minute you bend, you kind of release a little bit of that. So go ahead and just bend and release, noticing the difference. Bring the head back up, take the ear to the shoulder. Find that stretch, right? Bend the knees, bend the elbows, let's move the elbows, knees, come back up, come back down. Find that stretch, straighten the elbows, bend them a little, straighten them, bend them, release them, roll through your shoulders. So hopefully, right, you guys are getting some of these things. Go ahead and just make it as big as you can. This hand on shoulder is actually easier on the shoulder than the long arm. So if that kind of find that there, yeah, stay here. If you find that there is something, go ahead and reverse that. That is really straining on the body, figure out a way, right, to do it where it's not really straining. Can I find a different way around? Go ahead and twist. Okay, grab, shoulder on the back, hand here, just twist the body. Go ahead and find, see if the belly can twist. Move this knee. I don't say left and right because it's backwards. Go ahead and take and just let it go even more forward. And you'll twist a little deeper, okay? With this twist, go ahead and just lift elbow and forward. We're gonna find all sorts of this movement today. Take it up. Ooh, that might be getting into your low back a little bit. If it is, hug the belly in a little tighter and then come back and release. Bring the legs back to center. Pause. 2 inhales with an HA ha exhale. Let go of tension. Beautifully done. Go ahead and come up. You're going to come around to the other side. Grab, shoulder on the back. The minute you do that, you create a twist. This knee can come a little bit further forward, right? Open to the twist. Breathe. Here comes the elbow. It's going to go back and forward and back and forward and back and forward and back. Yeah, last one. Come all the way back. Pause. Take a deep inhale and an audible exhale. Close your eyes and just pause. Don't even focus on your breathing for a minute. Notice how your body feels. Is there a tingle in any part of the body? Your legs, right? That's increased blood flow. That's increased energy. Beautifully done. Go ahead and blink open those eyes. Come back to wide. Here we go again. Come forward. So we're going to have a little bit of a sequence that we're going to put together. Go ahead and come forward. Stay forward. Hands are here. This shoulder is going to come in. Bring it back. And this shoulder is going to come in. You feel that stretch? And here and up. This shoulder, we want to be able to roll it forward. We just don't want to work with it forward. We want to have that range of motion that the shoulder can come in and back out. In and back out. It's rolling the shoulder blade forward and back. Forward and back. Beautifully done. Couple more and back. And forward and back. And then just stay up. Now, we're going to try and do the same thing. Well, it's not the same thing. We're going to try and intrinsically move in our hips. So I'd like you here to try and tuck the tailbone. You'll round back and sit back up. Tuck. So this is different than our forward fold. This keeps us straight. Here, that's a round of the back and a release. A round of the back, stretching and release. A round of the back and release. A round of the back and release. Go ahead and walk the feet back in. Notice the inner thighs. Maybe even the hips are a little tight and sore. Here we go. Roll through. Ooh, yeah. Just find that range of motion. Beautifully done. Reverse it. Nice. And plant. Second side. Which way do you want to go first? Doesn't matter. We're gonna go both ways. Okay, yeah, thanks for shifting. I was gonna say that's the same thing. And reverse it. Yeah. Working through. Does anybody's hip go click, click, click? I have one hip that there just must be something in there because I hear the kind of a crinkle. And release. Go ahead and grab. Block's gonna be sideways, diagonal. Come on up. Put your foot on it, okay? Make sure, what's the rule with our knee?
No, oh, go over.
Yeah, it's a right angle. We don't do shorter, okay? We do want to be able to do that. We don't do it working, okay? There you go. Perfect. Step this side wider. Oh, the minute I do that, anybody feel that? Yeah. Yeah, release. Go ahead and go wider again. And bring it back. Last one, go wide. Okay, if you get that cramp, come right back out. Keep it wide, and we're doing the exact same thing. Yeah, it's the forward, and then the tuck of the tailbone, and the forward. So what we've done by elevating this leg is engaged the psoas on this side. Yes, that lovely muscle. Okay. Now, we're gonna add on something we haven't done before. Sit upright, tall as you can. We're gonna add a twist going this way, away from the block. So you're going that way. Okay. I'll mirror you. Okay, so this way. Push into that foot and try to grab, take that hand and grab. Yeah. Now, this leg that's on the block, wiggle that. Oh, getting into that hip, is that okay? Tina, on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at? Okay. 20? All righty, bring this back. That's just getting a little deeper into that thigh. Some of you will be able to pull this up and over. Okay, beautifully done. Fabulous work. No, don't ever do this. Now, if you can do that, we're gonna do it without the push. We're just going up and down. Okay, now, the tendency here is to go like this. Okay, sit up as straight as you can. We're finding range of motion in this hip. Okay, now, we haven't done this either. I want you to reach down, see if you can grab both hands. You're gonna pick it up. Yeah, if you want, and you can hold it with one leg, but that's an arm. Yeah. And we're going in and out. In and out. Yeah. Getting a little deeper into that hip. Now just hold this. See if you can go this way. Oh, back of the hamstring. Mm-hmm. So you know that I sit and try and fiddle. How can from a chair we do this? Look at you guys. Awesome. How do you do that? Go see if you can release it all the way down. Shake it out. Beautifully done. Now, we're going to do one more thing that's fabulous for our wrists, okay? So come back in. Come to here first. This helps us. You can see we've gone steps. We're going to come down under here again. We're going to pick this up again. This time with this hand, I want you to try and squish the wrist with the knee. Squish it. Okay, wiggle your fingers. Okay, we're squishing this wrist. Go ahead and try and go forward and back. Okay, can you feel how the wrist is kind of like getting maybe little tingles here in your fingers? Okay, Tina's like, no, I'm doing it this way.
I got too short of arms.
Too short of arms, they're just not working. And release. Can you feel that in your wrist? You feel the tingle? Is it just me? Okay, there you go. Nicely done. All right, so we're gonna do one more thing to try and stretch this muscle, okay? So with your knees, you're gonna be careful. We want to do the same rule, okay? We don't want to work. So go ahead and take the foot this way. You're gonna turn this way. So turn that way towards that diagonal, okay? Try and drop this knee down there. Notice I'm at a right angle, okay? Turn your toes, okay? And then I'd like you to try and push this forward and this back. Anybody get a stretch down that right? Okay, feels good. Feels good. This is one of the best things for psoas, is lengthening, because the psoas is right here, kind of attached. Well, it's not attached, but it's close, okay? So the more you take your body back, the more stretch you're gonna have. Yeah. Pushing down, engaging the foot gives that. If you just let go, yeah. And then go ahead and release. Come up. Ooh, that should feel really good on the front of your thigh. Yeah, and come back. So I'm just trying to really figure out how from a chair can we do this. Other side. We'll start up here. Okay. We're going wider this way, right? And you're just gonna find a little bit of that movement. This movement is the tuck. It's not just the forward. We're also tucking the tailbone. So we're doing both of the movements. We kind of combined them. We've done both of them individually, and now we're so you really are trying to break at the waist, almost like somebody's pulling back. I call it the corset pull. I'm so glad we never had to wear those. But that's the feel, is that somebody's pulling your spine back. Your sit bones, actually your tailbone will tuck under. Okay, we're creating that range of motion. Go ahead and just wiggle side to side. Here comes the twist. We're going away from the block. Take this hand over. This hand comes here. Okay, let that knee, you're just almost trying to push it that way. Okay, it's totally going away from us. What we're doing is we're taking this femur bone, we're pulling it out of the hip socket, where all the muscles and the tendons run through. Everything that's connected from lower leg to body, from body back down, runs through these legs. And they get compressed. Go ahead and just little wiggles side to side. Yeah. And come out. Did that hurt anybody's low back? Did you feel it in your low back? Okay, good. That means you're doing it right. Go ahead and come up. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know.
This is the back.
I know. I'm watching. You got it. Flex the foot. Okay. Just a little bit of a wiggle here. Or just wiggle that knee. Just wiggle the knee. That's it. Happening in the hip. Yeah, beautifully done. Go ahead and sit back. You're gonna reach down with both hands and pull it up. Oh, you got this, right? Now, you are welcome to stay here for this movement if you want. You can just hold it with one. See which is better. Back and forth. How's that? All righty. And then go ahead. Here we go. Really try and feel through here. It's back of the thigh. That's what we're trying to get. Back of the thigh. It's okay. No, guys, don't compare to, this is dancer body, okay? And guys, one of the reasons I have my hip issue is a dancer body, forcing to go a certain way, okay? Come back, beautifully done. Now, take it down, take a rest, and we'll come back in. Wiggle it side to side, because we want to compress this wrist as well. So I don't know if you're this way. This is when I watch TV, this is how I watch TV. Bless you. Okay, this is what I do. Conference weekend. I had some opportunity to wiggle and move, right?
Do you sit up straight all the time?
I try to. I've got a big sectional couch and 2 other couches. Yeah, couches do this to our spine. And I will sit on a couch if we've got company and we're visiting, okay? To watch a movie, I'm on the floor. To watch anything, I'm on the floor. Or I'm lying down, propped up in bed, kind of like this, where my spine can be long. Great question. We're coming back in. Come to here first. Reach down, grab. You're gonna see if you can compress the wrist. Yeah. Just squeeze down on that wrist. Okay? And then wiggle the fingers. And then move the wrist. Kind of flexion and extension. This is really good now you can do this other ways. I look for ways that I don't have to have props all the time. How could I do this way? So I will do this often kneeling. And sometimes people's knees can't do that. Go ahead and release and wiggle through. Okay. Beautifully done. Just kind of wiggle through the legs. Straighten them. How do they feel? Now, they feel pretty good. We've got one more to do. You're coming here. I know it's your bad one, so be careful. You're turning this way. Okay? We're going to keep it at that right angle. That's the key. Okay? Turn the toes under. Really put some pressure in the toes. You're like, Debbie, my toes don't bend like that. They used to. Go ahead. This part, you're going to kind of try to reach that forward, and then you're going to lean back.
This is called a holy cow.
This is a holy cow. Can you keep your other leg down? There you go. Put your toes down here like this. Yeah. Ooh, be careful. You got it. You got it. Find that stretch. Now, the other thing you can try and do is like make it heavy, like it's going towards the floor. And you'll find this also lengthens this muscle. And then go ahead and lean forward. Gently release and shake it out. Okay, beautifully done. Let's do some sun salutations. Stretch it up. Let's go pulse the elbows this time and lean forward. There's that hinge. Okay, remember the hinge. Go ahead and come down here because we're going to talk about it again. We're trying to just squish our fingers with our hip bone against our thigh. Okay, that's where we're trying to go. Yes, that's the hinge. The opposite of the hinge is this, and we do that a lot. That's when our back, we want to be able to have this movement, so tuck your chin and round as much as you can. Okay, but what you want to do here is that's a stretch. Put your hands on your thighs, push down and forward with your hands, and let your back go back. That feels great on the back. Use your feet. Push down and forward with your feet as well. And then just totally release and unwind. So one of the things that happens is these appendages are great for moving this. I hate to say this, we can live without these. We can't live without this, okay? So we want to think in terms of this is what's going to help me keep my body in its optimum place, the best it can be. So here we go again. Inhale the arms up. Try to take that hinge. Squish the imaginary fingers right there. Okay? Goalpost those elbows. Turn your palms outward. Push your hands. You're going to feel this in your shoulders. You'll probably feel it in your waistline. Pull the waistline in. So it's like somebody's pulling that same corset. While I'm going wide, somebody's trying to pull me back. And release. Plant the hands. Push again forward. Feet push down and forward, hands push down and forward. I'm rounding my spine. I'm trying to create the letter C in my spine. And then unwind. Shake it out, okay? So this is going to be our sequence. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, we hinge. Inhale, we're just gonna come here. Exhale, we'll turn the palms. Inhale, we're gonna push. Pull the belly in, but not losing, right? Not losing my hinge. And then I'm gonna lose the hinge. I'm gonna inhale, bring it here. I'm gonna exhale, use everything, my appendages, to push down and forward to let my spine curl back. I'll even tuck my chin and my tailbone. And then I'm gonna unwind and come all the way up. Okay. So if you find yourself holding your breath, just stop it. Try to find it, try to really move with an inhale and an exhale. I will cue it. Inhale. Exhale. Goalpost. Inhale. Exhale. Palms turn out. Inhale. Push. Exhale. Belly pulls back. Can you feel your glutes even engage, the rear end? And then inhale. Hands come here. Exhale. Push down and forward with hands and feet. Curl back, tuck chin, take another breath here, inhale, and then exhale, come back a little bit more, and then inhale, unwind, and shake it out. Okay, let's try it again. We're gonna do 3 total, we've done 2. Inhale, exhale, inhale, goalpost, exhale, palms face out, inhale, push. Exhale, belly pulls back. Engage your glutes, tighten them, right there. Inhale, hands come down. Exhale, everything pushes down and forward as you roll back and tuck your body. Take another breath here. Exhale, and inhale, uncurl. And exhale, shake it out, okay? Beautifully done. Let's get up and move around to the back.
Is your breathing ever natural when you're?
It will start, but you have to practice it. I remember, it's a great question. I remember being in a yoga class and all of a sudden I started, everything was moving with the breath, right? So in yoga, we call it a vinyasa, and it is breath to movement, okay? And I'm just gonna show you just a little bit, okay? We try to do this, we just did a little bit of it. The inhale is here. The exhale folds you. The inhale lengthens you. The exhale brings you to high plank and lowers you. The inhale curls you up. The exhale pulls you back. And you step forward to inhale. To exhale. To inhale. To exhale. Start. You move that way with the breath. Remember when it came, I was like, I'm dancing, right? You felt that again. So that's why I cue it so much. It's a great question. And yes, it can come, but with everything, it takes some practice.
Well, let's not do what you just did.
Okay, yeah, we won't. I try to recreate it. Hey, we did. We lifted, we hinged, we heard. This is vinyasa, moving with our breath. Yes, yes. Come on, here we go. Stretch it back. Ooh, just pause. Where do you need to stretch? What can you feel? Will you spread through your toes and push each toe into the floor? You're gonna feel a difference in your legs when you do that, okay? Now, I want you to walk your feet a little bit closer to your chair because we're gonna do something just a little different. You're gonna bend your knees, but I want your hips to go as far back as you can. You will pull on the chair a little, but try not to lift it, right? Try to just reach your rear end back. Notice, let it engage, let it work. The rear end muscle, the glutes, the bum is tighten it. Reach it back. breathe, and then go ahead and round it, come back, reach, engage it, round it, come back, reach, engage it, round it, come back, reach, engage it, round it, walk it all the way in, shake it out. Do you feel that your rear end muscle is working? Okay, we're gonna do one more for the rear end. Come back, okay, this time you're just gonna be kind of normal, but you're gonna bend your knees. Now, watch, my knees aren't gonna go this way. It's like I'm sitting to a chair behind me. I'm gonna try and keep, I will bend my knees. They'll move a little forward, but I don't want them doing this. Okay, it's not this movement. It is here, like little bounces. You ever been on a springboard? Maybe a little nervous about taking that dive. Just bounce, bounce. Use your glute muscles, tighten, squeeze them, squeeze them. They should start burning. Squeeze them, come all the way out, walk it in, wiggle it out. Okay? Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Turn. You're going to turn and face that way, okay? Come up and over the chair. Take a curl. Oh, yeah. So that's what it looks like. Yes, 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 yes. So you're up and you're curling here. Go ahead. You're going to turn around, grab the chair, and do the other side. So you grab the chair, go in the opposite direction, up, and go over. Lengthening through the body, come up. Okay, so now go ahead and turn and face the chair. We're working a vinyasa for our breath. Okay, so we're going to start here. The inhale goes up. The exhale comes here. The inhale steps us back. The exhale stretches us. The inhale, we step back in, we turn. It's going to be your right hip to the chair. Inhale up, exhale, go over the chair. Inhale back up, come back through this, step back again, find the exhale. Inhale, step it in, turn the left hip to the chair. Inhale up, exhale over. Inhale up, come back and face the chair. Okay, we're going to move with our breath. I'm going to walk around because I want to hear your breath. Because oftentimes I hear you holding it. This is a cue. If I hear this.
They don't hear the other.
Yeah. Or I'll hear this. Yeah, I can tell. The breath's been held. Okay. So, you know that we've done some breathing exercises that have a hold with it. Okay. This is not one of those times. Okay. Here we go. Facing the chair. Inhale. Try to make your movements fit. Exhale. You're not in a rush. We don't have anywhere to go for just a moment. Inhale. We're coming back up and turning our right hip to the chair. Inhale. Exhale. Other right hip, but that's okay. Inhale. And come back here. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe. Inhale, walk it back in. If you did left last time, you're doing right hip this time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Turn back. Inhale, both hands. Exhale. Use the whole movement. Stretch. Inhale, walk it in. And exhale, pause. Roll through your shoulders. Yeah. Okay. Let's try it again. Is that okay? Does it hurt backs? Not at all. Okay. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Step and reach. Inhale. Exhale. Step back in. Inhale. Turn and face. Reach the arm up. Right hip or left. You know what? I lied. Let's do it this way. Come back. We can do it this way. Start again. Beginners. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Step it back. Inhale. Exhale, reach it. Inhale, walk it back in. Exhale, pause. Stay forward. Okay? Duh. I made this really hard. This hand stays on. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Change arms. Exhale. Inhale. Here. Step it back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So I want to hear your audible exhales, okay? Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walking back in. Exhale. We're going that way. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, find the stretch. Inhale, come back in. Exhale. Do you find that your heart is even beating a little faster? That's where you make yoga cardiovascular. Okay, here we go. We can do one more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step back. Exhale, find the stretch. Inhale, walk it back in. Exhale, just pause. Your right arm's going first. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale all the way. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take an inhale as you walk back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walk it back in. Exhale, shake it out. Okay, roll through. Take some twists. Okay, beautifully done. Go ahead and take your legs wide. We've done this before. You can hold on to your chair. Shake. Just little, as tiny, as fast as you can go. You will have things jiggle. It's okay. We don't like that jiggle, but you want to go as fast as you can, side to side. Okay, it's an energetic vibration. Go ahead and turn toes out, bend knees slightly. Do the same thing here. Back and forth, finding that give, that stretch. Okay, go ahead and straighten the legs. We're going to do one more thing. This toe, push in, lift the heel, turn the heel. So now my toes are facing forward on this, your right foot. Pick up the heel on the other foot, turn. So those both are facing forward. You're wider now. This is a wide angle. Bend your knees, sit the hips back. Okay, we're a little close. Can you feel how it's like, well, Debbie, I can't reach. So come back up. Step one foot back a little, another foot back a little. Go one more time so that you're a good 2 feet from your chair. Okay, toes are facing forward, heels are pushing out. Bend the knees over the toes, stick the rear end back and come into the stretch. Breathe. Go ahead and just shift the hips side to side, just a little bit. One more time, pick up the toes, turn the toes out. Pick up the other toes, turn the toes out. Come down a little deeper in a bend. Knees are trying to go straight over the toes. Try to turn the toes out a little more, Matt. Heels in. There you go. Breathe. Go ahead and use your heels to push up. Bring the sit bones back down. Push into the heels to bring you up. Push back down. We're using and working the hamstring and the inner thigh. So you've got to use the foot pushing down to bring you up. And come back down. Take it, push to bring you up. Come back down. Push to bring you up. Stay up. Bring the toes in. Bring the heels in. Bring the toes in. You can do it one at a time. Walk all the way up. Shake out the legs. Beautifully done. Fabulous work. So a little bit more movement. Okay. Requests for stretching out the back of the legs. Come around and find your wall. Okay. It's going to look like this. You've done it before, but you really want to, hands are shoulder height. Go ahead and come, see where you can get the heels down. Okay. Okay, if your hands are higher, I want you to move them down the wall a little bit and just bend the elbows. The elbows don't go out to the side, they're gonna come in. You're just gonna push, try to bend the knees and just stretch through the calves here. Trying to keep the heels down. Breathe, stretch through those calves. Push into those fingers into the wall. Try to keep the heels down. Oh yeah, bend those knees. Yes, yes, yes. Nice. Beautifully done.
These hurts.
Yeah. Really trying, beautiful. Okay, and then try to come up. Now you're gonna go back. It's the same thing we did on the chair. So go back about a good 3 feet. Okay, walk your hands a little further down the wall and pin. Yeah, we're trying to get the hamstring here. Bend the knee a little bit. Try to reach your bum to the windows behind you. Stretch, breathe, beautifully done. Yes. Oh, yeah, and walk up. Fabulous. Hey, you okay? No. We're dead. We're dead. Yeah. Good job. Don't ask. Okay. Move your chairs. Come on to the backs. I'll turn the lights off. You're gonna get on your backs.
Oh,
Yeah, on your favorite part. I almost wasn't gonna have you do this today, but it's just so good after what we've been working on. I'm here. I got that. There you go. Whoa, that's okay. That's okay. I'm here. You got it. You are welcome. That's my job.
she's my wife.
Yeah, I know. I understand. She's not mama. Okay, knees side to side, windshield wipers. Knees up. Take them to the right, take them to the left. They're not fast, so it's not a Texas downpour. Right? It is slow, moving again with your breath. Now, we take the knees. Now I'd like you to add the head. As the knees go right, the head goes left. As the knees go left, but I want you to move with your breath, and I want your breath slow. So it can be extremely slow. Okay, you've got inhale, they come up, exhale. Use that audible. What it does, it helps release, but it also helps you remember to breathe. Inhale comes up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. I cue the breath all throughout class. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Continue to go. And then take your feet as wide as your mat and continue. Keep going.
It's like rocks pushing.
Oh, it just makes a difference when you go wide. Yeah, stretch out. If you get cramps, ooh, hip cramps can happen here. We've worked our legs today. There is no question about it. This, you can do this in bed. This is a really, really good thing to do. It's great for your body to feel that wringing out, that twisting. Okay. Go ahead and the next time you come up, leave your knees up. And I'd like you to just shake them side to side. I'm going to help each one of you do this, but I'd like you to take your left leg, move it away from your body a little. It's still bent. Your right foot is going to come up and try and cross over like we sat with our leg over. I'll come help, okay? And then if you can draw that left foot in. You're trying to get a stretch in that hip. Yeah. Yeah, beautifully done. Flex the foot that's on your leg. Just flex the heel so that it really is engaged. Yes. Now, a little bit of side to side here.
Side to side.
Side to side is, yeah. How's that feel in the hip? Okay? Okay. All right, so some of you are going to be able to do this, some are not. Try and reach your hands through that left leg and pull it close in.
Your right arm to the left leg.
Now, both arms go through. We've already done that, right? Holding on to the back of the thigh, just try and pull it closer. Yeah. And then I get to come out. Put your head in. Breathe. Breathe. Hold that. Yeah. Keep stretching. Yeah. Good. You okay? Breathe. Breathe. That's good. Yeah. You want me to stretch yours? Yeah. Stretch. I watch faces and I see good things. I'm coming. Just breathe.
You have to breathe too.
You have to breathe. Yeah. We're not doing it for very long.
Just like you for a while.
Oh, when is your company coming to?
What's today, Wednesday, and you're coming, daughters,
Oh, so
with your 3 kids?
flex that. Schedule shaded. All right, you've got a second side to do.
Okay.
Yeah, so switch knees. Okay, so instead of on the, okay, it's the left one coming up and over. Breathe, you can reach down and grab. I'm coming to help.
Oh, this is angle here, so I'm gonna take your second.
You don't want you to push it out.
Okay.
Breathe. Breathe. Feel the stretch in the hip. Yeah. Breathe. Breathe. Release it. Come on. Go ahead and wiggle once you're done.
We're going to walk.
Wiggle and walk. You might want to take another twist. Okay. Yeah. What's so amazing is the difference in all of our hips. I got, you don't force that. Breathe. Just celebrate that sensation. That, oh, yes, can you feel the difference? Point pressure, but again, I notice the difference in hip. Yeah. It is beautifully done. Second side. Is that okay on your hip? Is that okay on your hip? Yeah. Great. Matt was a little place too. On the other side. You've done them both? Okay, awesome. Alrighty. It's time for Shavasana, guys. You've done a very good job. Let's put the bolster underneath your knees. Prop up.
Just not yours. You got one.
There you go. Oh, we'll get in a good place. What do you think?
Steve's got one. She's sleeping over there.
Yeah. I'm asleep. Is that okay? Is that okay on your back? Okay. There you go. Does that feel comfy?
Yeah.
That's where I want it. I want it where you can totally relax. Okay. Is this enough for you, Tina, or is it better to be up this high? You want a bolster?
Please.
Okay. Good. So when you're in Shavasana, you're looking for a place where the body can totally relax. We have worked it, we've moved it. We want our body to now just relax. We start our class this way, we end our class this way. With just an trying to let every ounce of low back isn't releasing. I want to know about it so that we can do something to help it release. Anybody's back not releasing? Okay, so there's some things you can do. You can totally bend your knees and then just kind of pick up your hips and try to get that back in a place where it can relax. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you need to keep your knees bent and you either knock your knees together or you can grab a bolster or a block in between the legs to help you release the low back. So you're looking for what your body can do. Some of you say, oh, I can't even get down on the ground. If that's the case, then all this can be done in a chair, just leaning over your bolster.
Something wrong with somebody else.
All right. Notice if your mind wanders. I've got a quote from Picasso. He talks about getting all the rules, understanding all the rules, so that you can be an artist and create. I feel that really does apply to our bodies. There are some alignment that has to happen. Each of our bodies is a little bit different, but universally, we have hips, we have spine, we have thighs, we have feet. We need to use them all. When we treat them well, our body responds well. Notice if you feel fidgety. Notice if you feel like, it's time to get going, Dad. We will. About 3 more breaths. Go ahead and start to pay attention to a deep breath. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Letting yourself release. Noticing how you feel after you've moved. We moved a little differently today. We worked some different body parts. We worked with our breath, with the inhale and the exhale. Go ahead and slowly begin wiggling fingers, toes, reawakening the body. We've already awakened once this morning. Now we're going to do it again. Slowly kick out your bolster. I'll come help. So that you can roll over on your side and work your way to a seat. Whether it's on your chair, you just kick that out of the way. Put it all the way up. Sometimes this is the hardest thing we do, right? Is to get back up off of the floor. No, I actually watch you guys. You move so much better than you used to getting up off the floor. A lot of people are like, I can't even do the class step because I can't get down on the floor. I hope that's not the case because you don't have to get down on the floor. Not always. So.
You never tell us that before.
Yeah.
I have to.
We'll sit in our back pocket all the time.
So,
Long way up.
yeah, it is sometimes a long way up. Really well done.